My name is Lori Dockery, and I was employed with Meriwether County for approximately 23 years.
Did you ever make any social media posts regarding private court business while on the clock with Meriwether County, such as your in the performance of your duties at your duty position?
No, sir.
Did you ever make any social media posts regarding private court business while off the clock, such as but not limited to like at your home?
No, sir.
The only thing that I found that Lori could have possibly posted on social media is to the Georgia Transparency channel for something unrelated of any type of, had nothing to do with Meriwether, and it appears that that her freedom of speech might be being infringed on by Meriwether while she's off the clock at home. So that's the way that appears. That's the way that's looking. So let's continue.
Do you feel your First Amendment was violated because your freedom of speech was restricted while not on the clock?
Yes.
All right, guys, welcome back. Today we have a video from Georgia Transparency's channel. This video takes place in Greenville in Meriwether County, Georgia. And so you guys have an idea of what's happening in this video. This woman leaves a couple comments on an auditor's channel after he conducts an audit, and she gets fired for it. This is a problem, folks. This is what we're seeing out here. This is why people that believe in the Constitution, that believe that people have rights, they're getting thrown out and they're putting shitty people in. And this video right here, guys, this case right here, the situation is a lot bigger than we could possibly imagine. The girl that's been hired in the position of this woman who's been fired was an ex-client of the judge when he was an attorney, folks. Her name is Brooke HUnter. Georgia Transparency is doing an amazing job of putting all this darkness into the light. We can't allow public officials to do this, folks. Watch the video. I'm going to drop the links for Georgia Transparency's channel in the description and in the pinned comment. He's not letting this one go, folks. We need public officials to support the people and the First Amendment. We don't need them to be getting fired just because they leave a comment saying good job or something like that. In my opinion, this judge needs to lose his absolute immunity, especially for doing things outside of the courtroom. Without further ado, folks, here's your video.
Are you ready?
So what happens when a public employee becomes disabled, feels like they're treated differently, and then what appears to be forced to resign in lieu of termination, and what appears to be duress, signing these documents under duress?
Yes.
Do you feel by exercising your freedom of speech, which includes redressing your government, that you suspect that maybe you will be retaliated against?
Yes.
Previous Meriwether County employee, Miss Lori Dockery, was written up for violating Meriwether policy that states here for gossiping, about court business. Which court business, it doesn't specifically say in here what it was, and nor was the evidence of this sort of nature shown, displayed to her, shown to her and everything. Also, Georgia Transparency did visit the Meriwether courthouse and filed an open records with the DA's office of Meriwether County, and this appears that this is where one of these write-ups came from, because the DA's office filed a complaint against this employee.
An investigation revealed that you were making social media posts gossiping about court business, thus confirming the complaint against you by the DA's office. As a criminal clerk, you have caused a rupture between the court and the DA's office that you have to work with. Trust is no longer there, and you have disrupted the smooth working relationship that we have with the DA's office. You have a history of confrontation with an employee of the DA's office, and you have a troubled relationship with them. And I find that the complaint against you is credible. So I think that you have. You said you haven't talked to me. I've got tons of evidence against you.
Yes, sir.
And I can't believe you just lied to me.
I did not lie to you, sir.
So,
how have I...
I'm going to...
Who have I...
We pulled Ms. Dockery's personnel file to include all disciplinary actions, and we could not find a history of confrontation between anybody in the DA's office and Miss Dockery. That was not given to us in her personnel file. that was supposed to include all disciplinary actions, as well as we've requested to see all this evidence that this judge has against Miss Dockery that she also requested to see, and we've yet to hear a response back on that yet.
But there's one thing that I am going to offer you.
Yes, sir.
I've been talking with the county about.
Yes, sir.
In lieu of termination immediately right now, I'm going to give you the opportunity, because I like you and I hate having to do this. I hate that you forced me to do this. But I've got the county to agree to allow you to resign so you will not have a bad recommendation. And the county will agree to pay you for a month and keep you on benefits for the next month. You will not have to work.
I have a resignation letter I can give you.
Well, we've got one right here. We're going to let you resign. And then this will keep you where you can sign the paperwork, you'll stay on the insurance, you will not be terminated, and you will not have a negative report. You will just say that you resigned with a notice, where you're going to be given a month's notice. You just won't have to work, you're going to get paid, you're going to get all your benefits, everything for a month. So I'll let Valerie go over
Yeah, let
that.
me go over the paperwork with you. This is just a summary, a condensed version of what he said to you a while ago. So this page is just taken.
All right, so Valerie with Human Resources is going to go over the paperwork. You know, here is a condensed version of what he said. Item 14 in this agreement has stated that there's been 21 days to review this notice. However, they've just stated that we're now just giving this notice to you from that's what it appears that it sounds like. We're going to present you with this paperwork. So let's keep going.
So the first page is acknowledgement.
Can I say something to you? Judge Rasnick, I've worked for you for 8 years. I admire you so much. I've learned so much from you. Even when I've gotten in trouble, I've always learned something. I personally feel that it's just because I've got disabled. You've treated me so different since I've got disabled. But it's okay. Understand. I would never do anything to hurt you, Your Honor. Nothing but respect for you. And I always will. And I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I don't know how I did. I haven't talked to anybody, Judge. When I signed that paper, I've gone home and I've come back to work every day. Do I not have the right to see what you've got against me, sir?
I have just asked you to, if you talk to anybody, I have my own file.
Yes, sir.
And I've asked you, and I've already told you, I find incredible evidence that
Yes.
you didn't tell me the truth and that you have violated the laws.
All right, so let's wait a second here. Judge Rasnick has his own disciplinary file for his employees. Why wasn't this disclosed in the personnel file that was requested when I requested this? What's in this? Because we've requested everything, and we have no evidence of this, and nor is Miss Dockery claiming that there's no evidence of this, that she never saw anything. Basically, if there is a private file with disciplinary actions in it, why was this not disclosed? Now we're moving in more towards, a different territory in this area as far as open records goes, because now it's looking as is he trying to hide documents that are subject to open record. So let's keep going.
So if you would like to, instead of being fired,
No, I don't.
if you would like
Yeah, I
to
understand.
resign, and you will have a neutral, well, I'll let Valerie tell you,
Yeah.
so neutral is not anything bad on your record.
Yes, sir.
You can apply, I guess you can apply with the county for other jobs. If anybody calls for a reference, you'll give them a neutral reference, just that you resigned with notice.
Wait a second here. So you just said we will say that you voluntarily resigned with notice. However, the form she signed here, that's signed by everybody, John Rasnick and Valerie Chambers, the HR director, states on here I'm voluntarily resigning without notice in lieu of termination. We got a bigger problem here. Let's keep going.
It's not going to be a termination period.
Yes, sir.
If that's what you want. And then you've got a month's pay and benefits coming to you. Okay? And I wouldn't have done that if I didn't feel it for you.
I will miss you so much.
Miss you too.
Well, I've got a couple of paperwork.
Yes,
Like
so you
I
can
said,
get your pay and benefits. You
that
got
top
all
sheet
that.
is just acknowledging that we discussed it with you. It's not-
Wait a second. Acknowledging the things that we discussed? Y'all discussed different things than what is in the paperwork. Holy cow. Let's keep going.
Anything other than acknowledging. That bottom page is if you want to voluntarily resign, you're supposed to sign a date. Today's September 1st. Just place for you to sign.
Okay. That's first. She's going to keep her benefits and pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the bottom. If you want me to-
Happy to sign that.
Anything other than acknowledging. That bottom page is if you want to voluntarily resign, you're supposed to sign a date. Today's September 1st. Just place for you to sign.
Okay. That's first. She's going to keep her benefits and pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the bottom. If you want me to
Happy to sign that.
to you verbally today. It says that we will pay you through September 30th. The benefits will last through September 30th. After September 30th, you'll have the option to continue your benefits with COBRA. Should you wish to do so, you'll get a packet in the mail from COBRA. Okay? There's another statement in here that I want to point out to you, and I'm going to give you a copy. This document says that the employee and Meriwether County agree that neither party will make any statements to anyone that are in any way disparaging or negative towards the release parties. So this is saying we...
Wait a minute. So you're going to make sure to go over that statement there when you should have gone over the entire document, especially on number 14 that has said that the person has had 21 days to review it. That's a little bit of manipulation, in my opinion, that you presented this document right away, and in 14, the employee acknowledges that they've had 21 days to view this document. Why wasn't that discussed? Why was discussion only pertaining to Meriwether County discussed about this? This appears to me to be manipulation. Let's carry on.
Never say anything negative about
Nothing be said negative about you, other than you lied with notice.
And I would never say anything ugly against you because I have nothing but respect for you, sir. Nothing but respect.
So you can...
And I have thoroughly enjoyed working for you, Your Honor.
This is here if you wish to sign that. That's what's going to give you the pay and the...
Benefits.
And I'm going to give
Do I need to date this or?
You can, or either I'll do it as soon as we finish, Lori. Got a lot going through your mind right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just.
That's okay. But your pay will continue to be directly deposited. It'll be like, just like always.
She won't need to be signing in or anything. It's going to be automatic.
Were you ever presented with tons of evidence that Judge Rasnick states that he has against you?
No, sir.
Were you ever presented with what specific private court business you allegedly gossiped about on or about September 1st, 2022 or August 2nd, 2022?
No, sir.
Were you ever presented any type of evidence of any form of gossip?
No, sir.
Did you get an annual performance evaluation up until you left 911?
Yes, I did.
Did you get an annual written performance evaluations while working with probate court?
No.
Do you feel you had to sign these agreements under duress?
Yes.
Do you want to tell your story?
Definitely.
The sitting judge is a very powerful person in the community, is that correct?
Yes, he is.
Is it true that a sitting judge has friends throughout the county?
Yes.
Do you feel by exercising your freedom of speech, which includes redressing your government, that you suspect that maybe you will be retaliated against?
Yes.
And what financial hardships has this put you under for you and your family?
I had to draw out my 401k. That's enough to do me for maybe 4 or 5 months. We had to sell my mother's car. I had to sell my brother. I can't walk anymore. So I had to, my brother had bought me a scooter that's much nicer than the one that I've got now, and I had to sell it. We even had to sell the household items like air fryer, and I even had to, I put some of my orthopedic shoes online to try to sell them. I can't walk, so I guess I didn't need them, but I've had to ask my family for money to help me. We had to go on food stamps, and that's, it's humiliating to be in this situation because I don't feel I did anything wrong. And it's embarrassing. And I feel like I wasted so many days going to work for nothing.